Hello, welcome back, new subscribers, and those people that just happened to stumble across this page. I figured before I headed off to work this morning, I would share with you a little bit of wisdom that I learned about 10 years ago. In the past, I was aiming too big for the stars. I was hoping for large successes to happen too quickly. And I went to a motivational speaker as a part of my business development with my company, and he talked about something called the butterfly effect. Okay, I'm going to jump up on my soapbox just for a little bit before the session and say, life is easiest if we make small choices in our life, because overall it's easier to overcome the small mistakes as a result of those small goals than it is to overcome the large mistakes in the long run. Generally speaking, it comes down to keeping it simple, because recovering from something simple is easier, in paraphrasing it, than it is to achieve those things we jumped for the stars for. And I admit in my life in the past, once again, I wanted the world, and I didn't know how to break it down into small little segments that ultimately lead to this success. So having said that, I went ahead and changed the paradigm in my life to try to figure out everything, to do it the easiest way possible with the least amount of risk to achieve the higher goal. That's the butterfly effect. And that's kind of how I looked at coming up with my strategies that I'm working with, both craps and roulette. And looking at the craps and looking at the way I play craps, yeah, it's super conservative. It's super easy. It's almost boring to those people that want to fight for the dreams, that want to fight and wait for that long run. When you know what, in all honesty, those long runs really don't happen that often. In the same way with roulette. If you look at this, it's the simplest thing. It's not a matter of, the distraction of this big board up here. Because people dump their numbers in here and they're putting 3 there and 5 there, and they've done this, 5 or 6 different spins, and they're losing money because when you plot all those numbers in a wheel, you know what? You're chasing fish in a barrel, or however that phrase goes, and you're shooting for the stars. That's almost like winning the lottery. You know what? You have one number here and a space, and one number there and a space. You know what? The odds of that hitting that one space have diminished incredibly. So when I looked at my strategy here for roulette, I was looking for something that was going to achieve the more spaces covered, producing larger sections of winning numbers followed by one empty space. Big section, one empty space. So anyway, after hours and hours of thinking about this and knowing that there has to be a solution to beat the winning edge, and to do it, you had to find something that was about 80% or more. I was happy with the 5 lines for a while, and I still play that and incorporate that. I stumbled across my 4 lines, which is kind of chasing a theory that I had, and I had pretty good success with that, as you can see in some of the videos. Is it reliable? Yeah, not as reliable as covering 84% of the board, which is what you're going to achieve with the 3-3-2 method. So again, try to keep in mind in your life, and I'll jump off my soapbox, but just remember the butterfly effect, that it's the small little achievements that in the long run are going to lead to your success. So keep it simple. I tell everybody, you know what? There's a solution to do everything, and just keep it simple. Sometimes in our life, we make the solution too big of a compound problem, and of course that compound problem becomes a snowball in the end. And that's that's at least how I think about gambling, and I don't know if that can change the way you think about it. Perhaps that'll also lead to your success. So anyway, I'm jumping off of my soapbox. It's been 4 minutes, and I'm starting off with, you know what? I'm just going to start off with $10 chips, and I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 1. Okay. Fire that puppy up, and I get a winner, chicken dinner. We do it one more time, and remember, I didn't wait for the losing number. But again, the way this is organized is that you do have the most coverage on the wheel, and with that, you're going to average about 5 to 12 spins before your losing number comes in. Generally, and that's why I like to stick it, again, as simple as possible. You're taking little wins to achieve the overall result instead of shooting for the stars and making things too complicated for you to achieve those goals. Anyway, firing it up again. I'm going to go ahead and pause it because those were 2 winners, I believe, and I'll wait for a losing number. Hang on. Okay, as you can see, the losing number was 27, and I'm going to clear it out, but I decided just to keep this little session short. I'm going to jump into my mind of make-believe and think, you know what, I'm sitting down with the table right now with $350 in winnings, which I'm already at right now, considering I've made about $1,000 in all of these 7 sessions that I've been playing. And the way I like to work it when I'm in Las Vegas or Atlantic City or jumping on a cruise ship is to, you know, jump on one table. Bam, hit it, you're gone. Hit another table. Bam, you hit it, you're gone. You're now up $100 doing it the way I'm going to show you. And then you know what, you go to another casino. Or in between, you're jumping on a craps table, you're playing it simple. At least I play it simple because I have to keep it simple in my mind. And again, it just comes down to simple choices in the long run. And the easiest choices are easier to overcome than trying to chase the larger mistakes that often happen and to recover from those larger mistakes. So that's why I keep my shit simple, brother or sister. Anyway, having said that, I have a loser. I'm going to go ahead and wait for a losing number. I'm sorry, I meant to say a back-to-back loss. So anyway, that didn't happen. So let's go ahead and shoot for the stars. I've got that 350, and I'm just saying, you know what? I'm on house money, baby. Let's go ahead and jump on the big boy tables and take your $50 and run. Because you don't want to sit around, because you never know when you're going to get that back-to-back. And besides, it's fun to hit it, bam, and then you're gone on another table, bam, and you do one more because the casino has 3 wheels, bam, you made $150, you're playing craps, and you're out the door, bam, and you're hitting another casino. That's the way I like it. Keeps it fresh. You get new surroundings. You know. Hang on. Let me go and wait for that losing number. Okay, here we are. We're at a different roulette wheel in the same casino, and I'm walking up with my winnings with bam, bam, bam. 3, 2, $25. I'm aiming for $25 right now, and I hit it. Bam! There's one. Whoa, I'm up $25. Let's do it one more time, everybody. Ready? Small achievements win the race. The turtle wins the race. You've worked your 3, 4, maybe tops 5 hours to achieve where you are right now, and you hit it again. Bam! And there you have it. You're cruising off to another table. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're stopping for, you know, a little break with your friends. You know, you're having a drink or whatever in the evening. And you're coming up and you're hitting it, bam, and you're out the door. And you want to do it again. You're at a new table. And then, bam, there you go. There's another $25. So that's a little motivational thing for you to, once again, start off small, build it up small, take those little small achievements and turn it into something huge. Right now, I'm sitting at roughly $1,200 in winnings in the 7 or 8 sessions that I've had. I think it's 7, maybe it's 8. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I've hit in that amount of time probably 3 casinos for $1,000. I kept it simple. This is how you do it. This is your drive. This is your motivation to get it done. And this is to show you how easy it is. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. Follow the rules of this. You can deviate from it because in my mind, I make mistakes frequently. If I'm tired or for whatever reason in that moment I'm scattered, yes, I'm going to make mistakes. Yes, I'm going to have a distraction of the cocktail waitress. Or yes, I'm going to have a distraction of my excited buddies who are, sharing the same little method that I'm doing, and they're coming up and they're saying, "Hey, I just won $250," and I give them a high five, and that's a distraction. I come down and I think, where the fuck was I? Oh, okay, you know what? I'm just going to try it one more time, because it's either 2 or a 3, and you're still within the realm. And all of my spins in my experience, I kind of average about 9 or 10 spins, perhaps between a losing number. I'm not risking too much. I'm keeping it simple. And that's the most important message I want to share with you today, is in life, you know what? Keep things simple. You don't want those compound, big, huge problems because of the big, pie in the sky dreams everybody has to come crumbling down, because that just kind of sucks. I've been there. I learned a long time ago to just keep it simple. Anyway, I'm going to jump off once again on my soapbox, and I hope you guys, I'm going to bring these sessions for a close for a while. I just wanted to show you how it's done. I hope, most importantly, you will gamble responsibly. Take your small winnings. Get the heck out of Dodge, right? You don't want to push that envelope of your odds of losing, okay? Build your foundation of doing this. 2, wait. 2, wait. With your 3-3-2, you're going to have it done, and it's going to be very achievable, and you're going to walk away happy, and you're going to pay for your trip, and you're going to pay for your next bankroll, and then anything left over is just candy. You can go pay off your car payment or whatever the hell payment that you have. And that's how I work it out with myself. I strive for the goal of paying for my whole trip, paying for my bankroll, sticking it into a separate account, knowing I have my $500 bankroll, my trip's paid for, anything above that's gravy, and I'm paying for my entertainment. And I pay for other trips that I take, and I'm excited, not to boast, but to go for 4 days and then to head off to Thailand for a month. But anyway, that's enough. You guys get the gist of it. This will be the last video for a while. So with that in mind, you guys have a great day, a better tomorrow, and keep it simple, guys.